Hey y'all, APT Jamie here, and today we're going to talk about colorized inspiration tips on behalf of Art Joy of Sharing. Now, warm and cool colors can be confusing when you start delving into it. Okay, y'all? I mean, at first, it's easy to say, yeah, reds, yellows, oranges, those are warm, nice and warm. Some are hot, yes. And you got the blues and the greens and the purples, cool colors, shades, ice colors. Excuse me. So, yeah, until your brain does this thing, yeah, but everything is green in the summertime. So why isn't green a hot color? Why isn't it warm? And the funny thing is, some are. Just saying. Color wheel, get one. This is, I don't know, one of the more inexpensive ones, more cheaper. They can really get up there. You can look online for color wheels, and it doesn't matter if you use craft paints in the bottles or if you use the ones in the tubes, the acrylics, the professional, student grade, whatever, Doesn't matter if you're using oil pastels, watercolors, yeah. You got warm, you got cool, makes a difference. Look online for color wheels as well. If you print them, it's not going to be true to the color wheel online because your printer and your screen are not going to reflect the original colors. They're just not. I don't care how well adjusted you have it. It just doesn't. Let me look over my notes. When you're using warm and cool colors in the same thing, let the layers dry between adding the other color. We're gonna go to the desk in just a moment. Because when you mix the colors, they can make mud, but not all mud is unwanted because sometimes we like them pretty browns. Just saying, some of us like them pretty browns. Some of us not so much. But there's not really anything. I know it's got a backside, it's a front and a back, and they get more complicated. But there's not anything I can really tell you that wouldn't confuse you any more than you may already be confused. Okay? So I'm going to refer y'all. Well, let's just wait for that. Let's just go to the desktop and let me show you a couple of inspiration things that you can do. And you don't have to fuss and muss about all the chemistry ins and outs and whatnotage. Okay, so here we are with the view of my laptop, and this is a photograph I took back in April at the Woodlands Waterway Art Festival, and I want to recommend that when you see people wearing clothes and you like those colors, sneak a picture. Okay, I wouldn't post it online because you don't want to invade their privacy quite like that. But take a picture so you can see the colors that you like together that make you happy. Now, on this particular image here was a banner that was there, and I took it. Well, I was trying to take a selfie, but that didn't work so good because they don't always work very well for me. But it came in handy when I started thinking about what I was going to do for this particular subject matter, which is color and color cues and that kind of thing. See, on this side of the screen, over here on this image, those are the cool colors. Purples, there's some green and blue. There's some, I don't know, I think it's a navy that's back there. Then on this side of the tree, we've got reds, and that is a red violet, even though there's a bit of purple in there, because some reds and blues will make a purple. Some. Not all of them do that, y'all. Just saying. And we've got yellows and oranges. The reasons this works well together is because you mostly have your cools, and then you come around to your warms that have some warmish cool colors in there. I know. That's why the color wheel is so freaking weird. And it's all a matter of our visual perception anyway, because of the infrared lights and how we see colors, and one color bounces off the other, and oh my God, what a sticky wicket it can be. You see colors you like together? Take a picture, write them down so you can remember that particular color palette, okay? Now let's switch to another photo. This happens to be I think it was a shawl or a shrug or whatever wrap thing you wrap on your shoulders, you know, when you get chilly sometimes in the air conditioner, because this is a thin fabric, so it wouldn't do very well in winter. Doesn't matter what weather it is, y'all. Doesn't matter. Okay? Okay. So these are cool colors. This particular red is somewhat of a cool color because it has a blue tinge to it. You like the colors? Take a picture. Someone's clothes, when you're in a fabric store, when you're clothes shopping, because the reason I'm saying clothes is because we're around them pretty much all the time. If you go out in public, you're going to be around them. Okay? But you've got this dark teal, and you've got a light turquoisey teal color, and you've got this dark blue maroony color. Okay? And then you've got this yellow, which is a warm color, but because it's got a slight red cast to it, not orange, but it's, yeah. So there we go. And then the white and the black. Okay? It's a nice color palette. Now, if you like the pattern, I suggest taking pictures of patterns too, because I mean, you know, hey, it's on your phone, right? Okay, let's switch to another one. Okay, here's another example of warms and cools together. They are divided by a purpley blue line. Okay? Where the green is not mixing with the reds, because that will give you a gray. We'll refer to the color wheel here if I can get it somewhat on screen. Red. Okay? When you mix certain reds with certain blues, you're going to get that grayish color. All right? Just saying. That's why a color wheel is good. So you can see what weird colors you're going to get when you mix the opposite on the color wheel. Okay? Let's go over here to the purple, because I love purple and yellow together, but no. This is what they make when they're both wet. Purple and yellow make that color, which is not really attractive to me. That's why a color wheel is handy. Let your colors dry and don't mix the colors. Green and blue go well together. They're both cool colors, and they make pretty colors together. Reds and oranges will look good together because they're family. See? Family colors. And then you go over here and you got yellows and greens, and they're family colors. And you go over here and you got blues and greens, and they're family colors. And blues and purples, you know, because there can be family colors, and then you've got reds and violets and that kind of purples because they're family colors. Can y'all see that? Isn't that beautiful? That's a bluebonnet. That's an abnormal bluebonnet. For whatever reason, it has come out in the deep fuchsia and purple color. It really is a bluebonnet. I'll show you the next picture and you'll see that that is a bluebonnet. See, there's that bluebonnet, and there are the other bluebonnets. Can y'all see them? Maybe a little bit. There we go. Bluebonnets. They also come in white, which is also an abnormal color for bluebonnets. But it happens in nature. It happens. The point is to take, my recommendation, my color tip is, take a picture, y'all, of the colors you like together. You got a scarf and you like those colors? Put them together. Now, you can take your color wheel and lay it up there on your object, your fabric, whatever, and match them up and see what other colors will work with that according to the color wheel. Okay? Furniture, you can take pictures of furniture. You can look at magazines and get great color combinations from magazines, y'all. You don't have to get into the sticky wicket of what color goes with what color according to the color wheel and the pigment chart and blah-de-da. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. Recommendations coming up, y'all. Just saying. Okay, so we've talked about using clothing as inspiration, furniture as inspiration. Maybe you have a piece of drop paper. Yeah, that could be inspiration for colorism too. Just saying, you may have colors that are close to each other on your drop paper. The point is, you don't have to rely on just your brain to think of color combinations, or websites to just think of color combinations, or even color wheels to think of color combinations. They can be accidental combinations, y'all. But you still want a color wheel, if at all possible, if for no other reason than to be able to look at it and go, if I mix this color with that color, what am I going to get? If I mix this with that color, what am I going to get? So, yes, you need a color wheel if you play with paints of any kind. Watercolor, acrylics. I know we've been through it. Watercolor, acrylics, oil pastels, oil paints, chalk pastels, pen pastels, gelatos, you know, just name it. You really want a color wheel in your arsenal, in your toolbox, y'all, in your toolbox. Also, don't forget food packaging. I know sometimes they have pictures on them. I'm not saying steal anybody's picture or borrow anybody's pictures, but you can definitely get inspiration for your colors, your colorizing. And let me pull out my little notes here that I have totally ignored. Just saying. Well, pretty much totally ignored. I do have a couple people I want to recommend you guys go to if you want more of the chemistry and the know-how on actual color wheel, color, pigmentation, hoopla-doodla. Okay? All right. And we all know the Art Sherpa, Cinnamon Cooney. Okay? Good squeezes. Just saying. Cinnamon. I will put a link in the upper right-hand corner. I think it's that way, y'all. Probably. If I can get it there. And it will be in the description box below. Click on the word more to see more information. Not just links, but there's other information there, y'all, sometimes, pretty much. Including a tip jar for yours truly to help cover postage. Just saying. Hint, hint. Okay. And I want you to follow that video, which is called Color Wheel 2. Color Wheel 2. By a short video by Diane Mize, M-I-Z-E, okay, which is titled Quick Tip 112. And then follow that short video by the Art Sherpa again, how to make a tone tint shade. That should give you a pretty good arsenal on colors, color theory, color, how to arrange colors, your own personal, your own personal colors that you use, that you actually own, that you don't have to go buy more of to make certain colors or buy certain colors, okay? So that you can maybe mix them. But there's, you know, all that baseline pigmented stuff and junk and, yeah, just saying. I so appreciate each and every one of you, your valuable time, your kind comments, your thumbs ups, subscriptions, and if you haven't done so, please go ahead and subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications if you want notifications. And be sure to search the hashtag. What's our hashtag this month? Holy cow. I don't know what our hashtag is. Art Joy of Sharing. Hashtag AJOS, Art Joy of Sharing. And you will find lots of information from my fellow Art Joy of Sharing group people. Just saying. So, thanks for watching. And happy arting, y'all.